Did you know that the average American household carries over $6,000 in credit card debt? That's a staggering amount that highlights the importance of understanding our spending habits. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of consumer psychology and finances. Welcome to the guide on the psychology of spending, understanding and controlling your habits. Join us as we explore the hidden forces behind our spending decisions and uncover practical strategies for better financial habits. Understanding spending triggers. Have you ever found yourself making impulsive purchases after seeing an enticing advertisement or feeling pressure from friends or family? These are just a few examples of common triggers that can lead to impulse spending. Advertising, with its persuasive messages and eye-catching visuals, often creates a sense of urgency or desire to buy. Moreover, peer pressure, whether subtle or overt, can influence our spending decisions as we seek to fit in or keep up with others. Behind these triggers lies the intricate world of marketing tactics and consumer psychology. Companies invest significant resources into understanding consumer behavior and crafting strategies to influence purchasing decisions. From clever product placement to personalized advertisements, marketers employed various techniques to appeal to our emotions and desires, often leading us to spend more than we intended. Fortunately, there are ways to recognize and mitigate these spending triggers. One effective strategy is to create a shopping list before heading to the store or browsing online. By planning your purchases in advance, you can stay focused on your needs and avoid succumbing to impulse buys. Additionally, setting spending limits can help curb excessive spending by establishing clear boundaries on how much you're willing to spend on non-essential items. Practicing mindfulness is another powerful tool for managing spending triggers. By staying present and aware of your thoughts and emotions, you can better understand the underlying reasons behind your impulse spending and make more conscious choices. Take a moment to pause and reflect before making a purchase, asking yourself if it aligns with your values and long-term goals. By incorporating these strategies into your daily life, you can gain control over your spending habits and make more intentional financial decisions. Identifying emotional spending patterns. Emotional spending refers to the habit of making purchases in response to emotional triggers rather than genuine needs. This type of spending can have a significant impact on our financial well-being, often leading to overspending, debt accumulation, and financial stress. One common emotional trigger for spending is stress, as many people turn to retail therapy as a way to cope with feelings of anxiety or tension. Similarly, boredom can prompt impulsive spending as individuals seek excitement or stimulation through shopping. Additionally, social comparison plays a role in emotional spending, as we may feel pressure to keep up with the lifestyles or possessions of others, leading to feelings of inadequacy or envy. One prevalent concept associated with emotional spending is retail therapy. The idea that shopping can provide temporary relief or happiness in response to negative emotions. While retail therapy may offer short-term gratification, it often comes with long-term consequences, such as financial strain and increased debt. Recognizing the difference between genuine needs and emotional impulses is key to managing emotional spending. To address emotional spending patterns, it's essential to develop alternative coping mechanisms for dealing with stress, boredom, or other emotional triggers. Instead of turning to shopping as a form of relief, consider engaging in activities that promote relaxation, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time with loved ones. Practicing delayed gratification can also help curb impulsive spending by pausing before making a purchase and considering its long-term impact on your financial goals. Setting spending boundaries is another effective strategy for managing emotional spending. Establish clear guidelines for your spending habits, such as limiting discretionary purchases to a certain amount per month or only buying items that align with your values and priorities. By creating boundaries and sticking to them, you can regain control over your spending habits and make more intentional financial decisions. Overall, identifying and managing emotional spending patterns are essential for achieving financial stability and well-being. By understanding the underlying reasons behind our spending habits and implementing strategies to address emotional triggers, we can cultivate healthier relationships with money and work towards our long-term financial goals. Implementing strategies for mindful spending. Mindful spending involves being conscious and deliberate about how we use our money, with the aim of aligning our spending habits with our long-term financial goals. By adopting a mindful approach to spending, we can cultivate healthier financial habits and work towards greater financial stability and well-being. One of the first steps in practicing mindful spending is setting clear financial goals. Whether it's saving for a major purchase, building an emergency fund, or planning for retirement, having specific goals can provide direction and motivation for our spending decisions. Once we've established our financial goals, the next step is to align our spending habits with these objectives. This involves creating a budget that outlines our income, expenses, and savings targets. Tracking expenses is a crucial aspect of mindful spending, as it allows us to identify areas where we may be overspending and make adjustments accordingly. By tracking our spending, we can gain a better understanding of where our money is going and make more informed choices about how to allocate it. In addition to tracking expenses, creating a budget can help us prioritize our needs over wants and make intentional decisions about where to allocate our resources. This may involve cutting back on discretionary expenses or finding ways to reduce fixed costs to free up more money for savings or debt repayment. By prioritizing our needs and aligning our spending with our values and priorities, we can ensure that our money is being used in ways that support our long-term financial well-being. Self-discipline and accountability are essential components of maintaining mindful spending habits. It's important to stay committed to our financial goals and resist the temptation to overspend or indulge in impulse purchases. This may require developing strategies for managing urges to spend impulsively, such as implementing a waiting period before making non-essential purchases or seeking support from friends or family members. By practicing mindful spending and making intentional choices about how we use our money, we can take control of our finances and work towards achieving our financial goals. Cultivating mindfulness in our spending habits allows us to live more authentically and purposefully, while also building a foundation for greater financial security and peace of mind. Additional tips for overcoming spending challenges. When it comes to overcoming spending challenges, there are several additional strategies that can help us resist the temptation to overspend and make more mindful purchasing decisions. One common challenge is impulse buying, where we make unplanned purchases on a whim. To combat this, it's helpful to create barriers to impulse spending. This could involve freezing credit cards, unsubscribing from promotional emails that tempt us with discounts and deals, or implementing a waiting period before making non-essential purchases. By creating these barriers, we give ourselves time to consider whether the purchase is truly necessary or just a fleeting impulse. Another strategy is to explore the concept of minimalist living. Minimalism encourages us to focus on what truly adds value to our lives and eliminate excess possessions and clutter. By embracing a minimalist lifestyle, we can curb excessive spending and cultivate a greater sense of contentment and gratitude with what we already have. Additionally, cultivating contentment and gratitude can serve as powerful antidotes to the constant urge to consume and acquire material possessions. By appreciating the things we already possess and focusing on experiences rather than material goods, we can reduce the desire for constant consumption. Ultimately, it's essential for viewers to experiment with different strategies and find what works best for them in managing their spending habits effectively. What works for one person may not work for another, so it's important to be open to trying new approaches and being patient with ourselves as we work towards better financial habits. By being proactive and intentional about our spending choices, we can take control of our finances and achieve greater financial stability and peace of mind. We've explored the fascinating world of the psychology of spending and how it influences our financial habits. By recognizing common triggers like advertising and emotional impulses and implementing strategies for mindful spending, we can take control of our finances and work towards our long-term goals. I encourage you to take some time to reflect on your own spending behaviors and identify areas where you can practice more mindful spending. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable tips and resources on personal finance and money management. Together, we can build a healthier relationship with money and work towards a brighter financial future.